So how did you end up at the Performing Arts School?
Well, it's interesting because I was in Brooklyn and lived in Brooklyn, and we lived in what we call the Widow Projects, where there's no one but women and their kids that are there. And it was really a low economic, poor area. My mother was a domestic, and I had a choice. We had a choice during that time of two different schools. One was Boys High, and the other one was Eastern District. And Boys High was an all-boys school, and I kind of thought that I was a track star. You know, I wasn't fast, but I could run distances. You know, and so I could say, oh, man, I can horrible in basketball. To this day, horrible in basketball, but in terms of track, I said, well, maybe I can join the track team. But I didn't want to go to an all-boys school. The other school was Eastern District, and Eastern District was in another area because there were gangs in the area, in different areas in Brooklyn, different zones and things like that. So if I went there, that would have been a no-no for me. So, but my mother had gotten wind of a school called the High School Performing Arts. And I said, well, and I looked at it, it was one of the top schools scholastically in the city. And I said, well, I can do my tap dance routine, to audition to get in. And I got in the school, not knowing exactly what I wanted to do in life. I knew that it was a good school academically. And so I went there, but studying dance, I took, again, ballet, and I was introduced to modern for the first time, modern dance for the first time. I said, oh, this is what I want to do. This is the thing. And so I just kind of fell in love with modern dance and really studied it very, very hard and very diligently. From that point of view, from there, I was able to enter into Julliard School of Music. It was kind of a blessing in disguise because it was during the beginning of the time of the Vietnam War. And of course, with that, coupled with the fact that there's always a deficit in terms of male dancers, that I was able to kind of get into the school. I actually performed for their senior and final concert at Julliard as a senior in high school performing arts. So I spent a year there, and I dropped out to go to Europe, and I performed with a man named Donnie McHale, and we toured 5 countries in 5 months. Along with that, I worked with another choreographer, Louis Johnson, and we did Emperor Jones with James Earl Jones as the lead in Emperor Jones, a real young James Earl Jones, which was really great. After that, I went back to Julliard and finished my education. But I hadn't performed with a black company. And that was my first time performing with a black company. And all my other experiences have been with modern white companies and white choreographers.